It's been a heck of an offseason, right, for this Broncos team. They add a perennial All-Pro Super Bowl champion quarterback. They've done that before, and it turned into a championship. Talk to us about Russell Wilson, his entrance to the Denver community, the Denver program, and where we are a few weeks into training camp.
Yeah, and you're right. This has been an offseason new for the Broncos. And, Nathaniel Hackett, Russell Wilson, ownership. But Wilson's the big one there, and he was acquired from Seattle. And, they gave up a lot, but it required a lot to get a perennial Pro Bowl quarterback. And, he jumped in with both feet even before the OTA started, had his receivers and tight ends, even a center in San Diego for at least 2 sessions. And I think yesterday was a good measuring stick. Granted, there was no tackling, couldn't sack the quarterback against Dallas in that joint practice, but he just felt like a Christmas of the Bronco offense. Not a lot of mistakes, a couple of touchdowns. So I think, and afterwards Wilson said probably further along than he anticipated, but then gave credit to his teammates for putting that time in. And I don't expect to see him tomorrow night, though.
What's it been like covering him? I've spent some time around Russell. He sometimes comes off to many people because of how shtick it seems, and some of the comments he has, the way he goes about his business, talking about playing 10 to 12 more years. He lived in the mindset of Trevor Moawad, of neutral thinking his entire career. What's it like covering a guy with that much, I would say, confidence and unwillingness to see any negative in anything that he's doing or what he's about?
It is interesting because when he's at the podium, he does have these built-in talking points. And he'll answer the question. If it's a very specific question, he'll give you something. Yesterday I talked about Javonte Williams, the running back, tight ends. He broke those guys down really well. So to me, it's if that's fine if you're winning, your teammates follow you, which they are. On the field, it's pretty interesting to watch Russell Wilson because he's always in motion. If it's not his rep, he's walking around. If it's not his drill, he's throwing passes on the side. He's throwing passes after practice. So he is in perpetual motion, which sort of fits the personality of what he likes to do in terms of traveling all over the place, having all kinds of workouts. So it's interesting. I wasn't here for Peyton Manning, but there definitely is that confident vibe that permeates throughout the whole organization.
We had Peyton on the show last time I was hosting, and he talked about how Russell reached out to him around entering that organization, how he can make things more seamless for everybody in the facility, to make this as seamless as possible for them to vie for a championship run, because they're probably playing in the most difficult and competitive division in all of football.
Yeah, I think the AFC West is the best in the NFL. And one thing that Manning did, I was told when he got here, is he took ownership of this offense. I mean, you had an offensive coordinator, you had a head coach, but they were doing what Peyton Manning did best. Now Russell Wilson in a new offense with Nate Hackett, I do think he is going to get a lot of ownership in terms of what they do in the game plan, what they call on certain situations. So I think that's your common theme, is this organization was, even though coming off a division title in 2011, they were looking to get back to the elite. Peyton Manning helped them take there. But Peyton Manning was the sheriff. He was in charge. I think Wilson's the same kind of mindset. Hey, I waive my no trade. I like the skill position talent here, but I want to have a little bit more say in what we do on offense.